Hello, I am Guy Selga, and this is my first Disney vlog of 2016, bringing you something a little bit different today. I'm going to unbox and kind of do a review of this Tokyo Disney Resort line monorail toy. I was going to do an unboxing review thing of this a lot earlier, but I forgot. Today, I was saying like, I haven't done a video in a while. What am I going to do? You know, I haven't really bought anything in quite a while. And so this was just staring me in the face. And I said, oh yeah, I've been wanting to unbox this. So let's take a look at the box first. By the way, my regular camera broke, which means I can't use a tripod. Because normally I would use a tripod for the camera to have just a steady shot, and then I could use both hands to move around the thing and review it properly and stuff, but camera broke, so I'm using my phone, and the phone can't be mounted on the tripod, so I'm using the phone anyway. Looking at the box, got a little picture of one of the Tokyo Resort line monorails. Looks like it's leaving Experi right there. You can kind of see Bon Voyage right there in the middle. Yeah, all the buses and stuff. This is definitely leaving like Experi / Maihama Station. Let's see, we got Mickey in his resort line gear. That's how the cast members are dressed. Great logo. Nice colors. I don't read Japanese. I assume that says this makes a lot of pleasant noises that you will enjoy. TDR logo. And this information. Sound gimmick. This toy has a sound gimmick. That number maybe is, I don't know, the ages are recommended. And we got some battery information. 2 AA batteries, they are included. There's the top right there. By the way, I'm not sure why I chose the green color, because green is not my favorite color. It's probably not even in my top 5. There must have been a reason, because I'm a blue guy, but maybe they were out of blue. I don't know. There's the side, another TDR logo. Other side, same thing. Bottom, got another picture of the resort line. Pretty nice, looking good. And the back, just some information on how to remove the batteries, on off, switches, and things of that nature. Made by Tommy Toys, Takara. I think they're the same ones who make all those little attraction vehicles. I'm going to do a video on that at some point once I build up my collection. But they make these little, they're like Hot Wheels, but they're Disney attraction vehicles. And they're one of the best collectibles. One of my favorite collectibles. 3,500 yen. As of right now, with the current conversion rate, that's a little over $29. $29.70 maybe, $29.50. So I'm going to open this up, and there's no tape or anything on the package. It's just these little flaps. I've never opened this. First thing to come out, this little piece of cardboard. And there goes the batteries. Nothing else in the cardboard. Gonna throw that aside. Batteries, I don't know if I'm gonna use these since they've been sitting in a box for the last 2 years. Yeah, not gonna use those. All right, I had to switch to the other side of the box because it was just not budging that way. But I opened it on the other side, and as you can see, it's very firmly cradled inside its little cardboard coffin there. Nice and snug. Overall, this is a very small package, especially compared to the American version. But then again, the American version comes with a bunch of pieces of track. But with this one, you have to buy the track separately. But even then, I believe it still ends up being cheaper. I mean, that is if you're in, Japan, obviously. If you order these things online, I've seen people try to sell just these for like over $100, which is crazy considering they're not even 30. But you gotta, fly out to Japan, which not everybody can do. So I'm gonna pull this out. There we go. I think there's nothing else in the package. Gonna set that aside. And there is the monorail. Let's take it out. First thing I notice is it's very sturdy. Not flimsy at all. Got an on-off switch right there. So I'm assuming this is the battery compartment for motion, because like I said before, this goes around on the track. Yeah, there's the little tire right there. And it's got the little wheels in each car. Tokyo Disney Resort logo. And then there's another, is that another motor? Oh no, that's the motor. And then this is just a wheel that doesn't do anything, I think. So I'm gonna see if the batteries in here aren't dead. Check out this little tab. Okay, so it makes noise. There's no light on the front. That is different than the American monorails, which have lights on the front. You can kind of see how it swivels right there. I mean, as far as the look goes, this looks exactly like the TDR Resort line. I mean, it looks great. I will say a negative point compared to the American monorails is that the insides aren't hollow. Because like on the American ones, it has windows and you can open up the flaps on top and it comes with little figures that you can place inside. These are just plastic. But, I mean, I guess these are a lot smaller. Because the American monorail, oh my, like I set it up this Christmas to go around my tree and it's huge. Like you need a ton of space just for a basic circle. This one looks like you can get a really small circle. The turning radius looks pretty tight on this one, which is nice. I want to get this thing to talk more. I'm wondering what you have to do. Maybe... So that's the actual announcement it makes when you pull in, and it just said Tokyo Disneyland Station. I think if I press down, it makes noise, or if I don't know what I'm doing to trigger it. Okay, so that's very cool. It just said it's pointing to the Bayside Station. I wonder if there's one for each station. That's so cool. Alright, Resort Gateway. They even threw in the Resort Gateway station. That's pretty cool. Anything else? Okay. So it just cycles through the 4 stations. I mean, that's really cool. I wish it would make some general, noises that the monorail makes, like the honk or whatever, or like when the doors open. It also leaves out the English language announcements, which are done by the same guy who does the tram announcements at Disneyland. So if you've ridden the tram at Disneyland, when you go over to Disney Sea, you hear his voice doing the English announcements on the Tokyo Resort line. It's pretty cool. I don't know if there's any more to say about this. I don't have any track, so I can't really set this up and get it running. Maybe, I know I'm going to try to get some when I go to Tokyo in April. So maybe in a future video I can set that up. This is definitely, I'm planning on this being my my tree circling thing next, or this year I should say, 2016. So that should be pretty cool to change it up. I had the Monorail in 2015. I still have never done my red car trolley, but I'll do that someday. But anyway, that's besides the point. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just something kind of fun and different. Don't think anybody else has really done something like this. And that's it. Thanks for watching.